Hello,
Hello.
welcome.
Welcome.
We
Thank
have
you.
President Bill Haburcak here with us.
Well, actually, outgoing President Bill Haburcak, but that's okay.
Bill, has anyone ever pronounced your name correctly?
And well, you know what? Every once in a while, somebody does, and that's more the exception than the rule. So that's okay.
If I can spell it right, does that?
I mean, you've only known me about how many years? But anyway, that's okay.
I learned how to spell it. That's good.
No problem.
Right. So you are the current president,
Right.
the outgoing current president.
I know, and I was just thinking. Matter of fact, just today, with all this going on and with the rest of the season canceled, I really don't have much to do as president. There's nothing much going on. I don't know what I'm hoping that this all resolves by April. Who knows? Maybe we'll get some stuff in at the end of the year. But as it stands right now, nothing much is going to happen.
Because you were in the current show too, right?
I was in the current show. That's going to be in September.
Okay.
Three
So
for Heavyweight is going to be our opening show in September. So that'll be fun.
wonderful. What is your role?
I'm Charlie the bartender. It's a small role. It's a recast. I didn't know. I didn't audition or anything. And then Barry called me and asked me if I could fill in because somebody quit. So the person who had the role as the bartender got moved to that role, and
Okay.
I'm taking the role of the bartender. And it's a cameo appearance for star value purposes.
Hey, how many times have you had that honor?
Uh, Quite a few, as a matter of
No.
fact. Yeah,
Those cameos.
yeah,
All right.
cameo role.
And for our audience who doesn't know, what is your role outside the theater, your day job?
My day job, I kind of have two day jobs. I'm an attorney. I have a practicing law practice, and I'm also a real estate broker. I was a real estate broker before I went to law school.
Are you?
Yeah, so you know that I sold you your house. Anybody wants to buy and sell properties, or you have a law problem, give me a call. And actually, quite a few people, off and on over the years, I've had business from the theater, so that's a nice thing.
Very nice.
People know you anyway, and I don't make. I was thinking about this the other day. I'm not quiet about either thing that I do because I'm in business for myself. If I worked for a big company somewhere and that was my role in the company and it didn't rely on getting customers and things like that and clients, I wouldn't mention it as much, but I mention it in the
Hey,
program at the theater and everywhere. So that's what I do.
absolutely. It's fun. It's
Although
great.
right now,
You are half the program every time.
I know, how about it? And I wish I got half the business, but anyway, that's
I
another,
did the best I could, Bill.
that's another story. Anyway, I know that, but now I don't know, but things are kind of slowing down because of all this virus going on. And
I bet.
I was just talking to my sister's a nurse and a bunch of my cousins are nurses. A matter of fact, I just got off the phone a little while ago. I called one and then the other. We were talking, and they were all saying that they don't know, what's going to, and they're more well versed in it than we are, and they don't know what's going to happen or when. So it's just really a terrible thing. So
What are you doing? What are you doing to keep busy during this?
well, I'm still working. I mean, the law practice, I can still do that, but it's just that everybody is distracted. It's like a big snowstorm where people are paying more attention to that than the things that maybe they should be. So I'm doing what I can and billing what I can and seeing what's happening. The thing is, you need the cooperation of a lot of other people, especially with real estate deals, title companies, mortgage companies, all that kind of thing. If they're on a skeleton crew, it slows everybody down, and it's a mess. It's a real mess. Watching a lot of Netflix.
Here too.
I'm almost out of things to watch, but I'm watching a lot of Netflix.
Well, see, that's why we're doing these, so that people will have something to watch.
That's right. There
So,
you go.
the
Good deal.
Bill Haburcak special will be the
Yeah,
next
right.
hot thing to see.
Could be.
Let's go back to Colonial.
Okay.
How did you first become involved with Colonial?
Well, actually, my very, very, very first role that I ever had wasn't at Colonial.
Okay.
It was at
Your very first theater role ever.
very first theater role ever
Okay.
was at Narberth
Okay.
Playhouse in Narberth, and then and that was good. We had I played two small roles in Arsenic at Old Lace, which is a kind of a community theater favorite. I did the same roles at Players Club of Swarthmore a few years later, but Colonial was I knew it was local. It's 5 minutes from my house.
Okay.
And I figured, won't this be a nice, fun little thing to do? I'll go to this theater. Now that I have at least one role behind me
Sure.
and a little bit of credential, I'll go here and I'll try out for something and see what happens and, just have some fun with it. And here we are. So the rest is history.
So you came to the theater later.
I came
Or
to doing theater,
yeah.
about 12 years ago.
Okay.
I was
Okay.
still
This
very,
wasn't
very
always not a childhood passion.
well. I'll tell you. People ask me that. When I was in high school, I kind of sort of wanted to do it, but I believe it or not, I wasn't much of a joiner when I was younger, and I didn't join anything.
Okay.
And I went to Cardinal O'Hara High School, and they do really nice productions there.
Okay.
And my niece, she's been out of school a number of years now herself, but my niece went there as well, and she was in all the plays. Like they do a couple plays a year, and she was in just about every one of them. And we all, family and all, we'd all go to see her in the plays. And I thought, when I went to school here, I really should have done this.
Nice.
This would have been the thing to do. So God knows you don't have a time machine to go back.
Right.
So that's when I started looking around at community theaters and going on auditioning and thinking, well, I'll bring it forward as much as I can. And that's how I kind of got interested.
I love it. That's great.
Yeah.
So including other theaters, favorite roles. Doesn't have to be a Colonial. Bonus is.
Well, I like playing. Let me see, favorite roles.
Or shows. Doesn't have to be.
I like The Man Who Came to Dinner. I forget the name of the man I played in that. I was the owner of the house, and I played Bill King Came to Dinner and Didn't Go Away. And
I remember that show well.
that was a good role. Yeah, that was a good role. Yeah, you were in it. That was a good.
Show.
That was. I forget the name of the character, but it was Mr. Somebody who owned the house, and he was rich. And you were there, Bill King. Brandon Young played my son.
Yeah.
And we had a good time. We had a really good time with that, especially the day that I was in the middle of like 3 paragraphs of dialogue I had where I'm throwing him out, and it was a Sunday and the lights went out. We had a power failure. Everything was dark. And I just kept going because when you get on a roll of one of those 3 paragraph things that you're saying, you can't stop till you're done. and they opened the doors and we had a little bit of light, and then 10 minutes later the lights went on and we were okay. So
I remember that.
That was a fun role. Actually, I enjoyed Deb in The Sting, where I pulled the horse races. That was a fun role. And I ended up enjoying my last minute cast role in A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum, because that pulled all together and turned out to be a decent play.
A little eyebrow move.
That you were right. You remember that? We added that in. And people still tell me that was one of their favorite plays they've ever seen there. So, yeah. So they were all a lot of fun. Had a good time.
Any roles that you would want to do? Any bucket list shows or roles?
Yeah, well, I tried to get Colonial to do 9 to 5.
Yeah.
One year, because I'd like to play Mr. Hart in 9 to 5. That's the role, the boss. That's a funny role.
Okay.
The one that Dabney Coleman plays.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if that's going to happen. Who knows? Maybe someday it will. But I like comedy better than drama, really.
Okay.
Although we did Kill a Mockingbird.
Mm-hmm.
Tom Sawyer to a degree was a little bit of a drama.
Sure.
And people seem to like those as well. So that's a good thing. But I like the comedy because when the audience laughs, you know that like you got it right.
Sure.
Where in a drama, they're not supposed to laugh. If they laugh, maybe you got it wrong. But but you don't know if they're getting the plot or if they're really enjoying everything until afterwards. You're not getting more instant feedback. Where in a comedy, when people laugh where they're supposed to laugh, you know that it's going well while you're up there on the stage.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So that's fun.
All right. Anything that you are looking forward to after all this quarantine craziness is over? Like first thing you're gonna do?
The first thing I want to do
Yeah.
is hopefully pay some bills. Nothing. Probably maybe go down the shore for a little bit. Um, Nothing really. Let's wait and see how long it lasts. I mean, if we're in July and we're still asking each other these questions, then we're all going to be.
It'll be a little crazy.
We'll
Yeah.
be a little crazy. But I think actually nothing special, and that's the point. I just will enjoy getting back. I'm going to appreciate my routine a little more than I did before. I think everybody will.
Agreed.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. So nothing special. Just I'm waiting for the ordinary to come back.
Love that. All right. And for our closing words, anything, you have been a colonial president for quite a while. You were treasurer.
Treasurer for 4 years and president for 4 years.
Wow. So
Yeah, wow.
you've given a lot to the theater. What would you most want to give? Do you have anything big? If say money wasn't an issue, say time wasn't an issue, something that you would love to see happen for the theater, to the theater, how you'd like to see it grow, anything.
I would like to see us, if money wasn't an issue, I would like to see us put on, now that we know that we can do it, to do at least one big musical every season. Now that it's been tried and true, and we know we could do it. So if money wasn't an issue, if we had to make the stage bigger, if we had to add a balcony for an orchestra or a pit or whatever we had to do, that would be good. So because money is always an issue and we can't do that, I'm hoping that the new board and subsequent boards do at least one a year that has some musical aspect to it. Because it despite a rocky start with Forum, it worked out so well, and believe me, so many people still tell me how much they enjoyed that show, that I think it's worth us doing that. And a lot of musicals are well known, so there'll be a big draw for an audience too.
I like it.
So there you go.
Well, thank you very much. This has been so fun.
It has been a lot of fun. I wonder now, where is this going to be seen? Like, how does this all?
No, I wrap it up. I send it off to Jen, and she does her magic stuff. So we'll.
Okay. Well, very good. Thank you.
See you on the other side.
See you soon. Take it easy.
Bye. You too.
Bye.